Yeah, Andrew, you ready to do that?
Yes, I can. So first of all, have any of you been able to use CoursePower at all?
I practiced a
Yes.
little.
Yeah,
A bit.
Yeah,
a
a
little.
little bit.
Okay. So that's going to be basically the default that all students will have to use. You know, some students may not have the technology bandwidth or capability to use Zoom, but they all have to use CoursePower. So that's kind of the lowest common denominator. So I'll show you how you can make a class and upload materials and so on using that. So can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Wondering if that's working.
No.
Okay.
It's coming.
Now, no.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
So all of us have a CoursePower screen like this that has our information and the classes we're responsible for. Is that okay? You can see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what you need to do, you'll see that some of these classes are open and some have this closed next to them. Can you see that? So the first thing you'll have to do is click on the class and allow it to be registered. So you'll have to go to course settings on the left here. Click that.
Are we going to
Then,
are we
pardon
gonna-
me?
I'm sorry. Are we going to get are we going to get this as a kind of visual, or do we need to write all this down now?
Just remember,
Will you
You
send
just have to
email?
log into CoursePower on the portal, and then all of that will be in there.
Right.
Deborah,
Mhm. Good.
Also, Deborah, you can there is a manual
Well,
in
I
English.
the manual. If we have this recording, we'll have it. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Anyway, just click use on registration, use allowed,
Mm.
and then register. Everything has to be register. That's the word for kind of completing or so on. So once you do that, and you go back to home, sorry, register. Oh, okay, done. You go back to home, you'll notice that it's not closed anymore. And then you're able to edit it and add things. So what I'll do is I'll just show you one of my classes. This is my lecture in communication, for example. And you can see here I've got all the classes with the dates and so on there. And if you open it, you can see the different materials, questionnaires, and so on for each class, right? You can upload everything from a PDF, Word document, video file, URL, anything, as long as it's under 50 megabytes. Okay. If you want to see, after you've uploaded something, and I'll demonstrate that later, if you want to see how the students will be able to react to it or visualize it, on the top right here, there's a button that says Student View. So if you click that, you'll be able to see what the students see. And then everything is timestamped, so you don't have to even worry about attendance. You will know when every student has accessed anything.
Andrew,
So if you can, yes.
can you go from Google Drive straight to this?
From Google Drive. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Why Google Drive?
Can you just download from Google? Can you just transfer your document from Google Drive onto this?
Sure. I mean, you can put anything from anywhere onto this, either uploading a file or just adding a URL. I'll show you how to do that in a minute.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is how your students will see your lesson. For example, the materials are there, and you can see, okay, not viewed yet, not responded to the questionnaire, and you'll have a record like that for each student. And if I click on one of these, I'll just show you that. This is just a PDF. They'll click on it, the PDF will just open automatically, as you can see here, right? Okay. And you can have a video file or a link to something as well. So let me just get out of student view and then show you how you can upload something. Okay.
Sorry, we're missing part of the screen because it's under the pictures.
Okay, you'll have to close your pictures then.
Oh.
You have to just close the minimize button.
How do we do that?
Okay.
Left.
Got it. Thank you.
or just
Thank
move
you.
them over on your screen.
Yeah, or you can do that. Yeah.
Thanks.
Sure. So the first thing you have to do before you have all this kind of scene here, is click this button that says Add Lecture. Okay, so I'll do that now. So click Add Lecture, and then you type the title of your class. So I'll call it Test. And you write any description you like, and then you can decide when this material or this class is scheduled for. So I'll just click it for today, and then you can decide when it'll be over by. So if it's time sensitive, you can make it available for a few hours or a week or for the whole semester. So I'll just make it available until end of August. And you always have to click determined or register to close. Okay. So once you've done that, you'll notice that at the bottom there, now I have this new lecture called Test. Okay, and there's nothing in it. It says no materials registered. So after that, you can go and choose what you want to enter. Everything from a PDF, a video, URL, a report that you would like them to write or upload a file, a test, a questionnaire, messages, and so on. So the easiest one to demonstrate are materials. So if I click on that, again, I can make a title for it, just call it Test. Then you click Save and Continue, or you can make some more detailed settings. If you want it only available for the first half of the class or for 1 week, you can enter that here, but it's not necessary. Okay, Save and Continue, and then that will enable content editing. So you can add a file directly from your hard disk or external material. So either one of these will work with Google Drive. You can just access the file immediately, or you can just add a link to the file. Right. So you click on that, and you choose a file from whichever location you like. So if I can just find something here. I'll get this PDF and I'll open it. You'll see it's there, and I'll just write, okay, Test, just again, some name, Save and Continue. Then you have to decide which lesson you want that in. So I'm going to choose Test, right? You can choose, you can any of them, and then Save, click OK just to confirm, and then you'll notice that material, the PDF I just uploaded, is there in the test class. So I used this for the first time 2 weeks ago. I didn't know any of this before. I went through the manual, which is in English, and just started playing around with it and testing certain features. And it's fairly intuitive. There's a lot you can do with it. So what I recommend, and I'll stop sharing my screen now. What I recommend is that everybody just take some time and just try it out. And if you have any questions or specific problems, I'm happy to help you out, or Joseph and I can help you out with any of that. And we can do another session next week, for example.